Alright, here's what's going on. We're getting ready to pull out of this job. It got too wet on us. We're coming back. We got another job bought down the road. So we'll come back this fall when it's drier and hit it again. And Big Daddy wants me to leave these trees and not screw with them right now. And we're needing to match up with trucks and everything anyway. So we're going to leave them go. But before I go, I'm going to go down here and do this funky doodad that I should be doing with the buncher, but I don't want to take a chance on screwing up the teeth because I already gutted the daggone teeth I had in it this morning by hitting that cable. There's them ones we'll have to do this fall and stuff. I don't know how pudding's cutting. You son of a bucks don't sit there and make fun of me. And I'm rusty. I ain't cut a tree in... When's the last tree I cut? January. I ain't cut a tree since January. All right, here we go.
I want to do this as an informational thing. Everybody really liked the other video, and I was going to do like a bunch of little texts and stuff, but I don't think I can do that now. There's too much to yak about. Now I readjusted. If you've seen how I started this tree, then I looked up and pulled back to readjust it because I want to try to make them all roll down that hole just right. The trigger tree's off at like a 45-degree angle, so I'm taking into consideration that little tree gonna hit big tree, little tree bust and fall, and then big tree not change the path that he's going to fall. You know, that was another thing that had to play into all this little mess. The main thing about all this mess that we're doing here is that none of these trees take off ahead of time, but all these trees fall when it's time without much resistance, because if they hit resistance, if the release tabs are putting up resistance, they're going to change the course, the direction of fall, and they all got to fall and fold in. So that turns into be an issue here. But, and you can tell this one has not much forward lean, but a lot of side lean, I believe it had. I can't remember. I can't tell looking up in the camera, and I forgot. I've slept since then. But we're going to start in on hip. And this is cutting poplar, but I'm pretty proud. Pudding's cutting pretty good. I figured pudding would be dull, so I didn't trip all that time. I must have sharpened it one day or something in the shop or something when I got caught up or something, or seen the saw in the back of the truck, maybe yanked it out of the back of the truck and touched it up. I don't know. It's cutting all right. I ain't got no complaints. Of course, this poplar's cutting like butter anyways. But you can see, now I'm using that outside, those of you that's kind of green cutting. And a lot of you experience, I'm probably just wasting my breath even yakking about it, but if you're a little green at this stuff, you see how I poked out the other side there, and I done that so I can come out over here, stick my bar in and plane out, because I wanted this stump to be perfect when they fail. So that way I know exactly what kind of wood I got holding. You know, you stick in there, you pop it out the other side of the tree and you stick your bar in that hole. And there's a lot of Westerns ask me, you know, why you plunge cutting, you know. Well, on this plunge cut, I'm setting up a release tab, so tree sits there and holds and waits on me. You know, that's kind of the safety issue of leaving a bore cutting, is leaving a release tab, so the tree sits there and waits for you to decide when the tree falls. so you ain't chase cutting it. I mean, I ain't saying nothing against chase cutting. There's a lot of people chase cut. I chase cut. But I mean, you're not supposed to, in our business, we're not supposed to promote that. But I mean, yeah, I do it all the time too. But I mean, and in a lot of situations, I plunge cut a lot too, because I want the tree to sit there and wait on Tater to make a decision. And then, because Tater thinks slow. Sometimes tree falls faster than Tater can think. Now this one here, I just reach in from the back and stab through, which is a good thing of a long bar. And I know the Westerner's going to say, well, 28-inch bar ain't a long bar. Well, it is for the East. In the East, 20s and 24s is what most people use. And I got used to the way the 28 feels, and I got used to the flex and the. Now, I thought I seen some dope. That's why I was checking that dust there. I wasn't making damn sure there ain't no rotting in the bottom of these things, because that changed the course of action here too. If we pick up dope in one of these. What was I yakking about? But no, I love the Suji bar. I love the. But I got used to it years ago. Now I'm a type of, y'all know I'm the type of guy that spazzes around, does a lot of different things. And the last thing I want is a chainsaw I got to figure out. I mean, to me, a good running chainsaw is great, but a saw is a saw. I want a saw that I'm used to and feels good on the Tater, and I don't want to change a bunch of stuff. I like the full wrap handle. I know I'm an Easterner and I shouldn't like the full wrap handle because it does hinder you some on low stumps. But we don't cut a lot of veneer. When we do cut a veneer, I can angle down a little bit and make a little bit of a... Now, I actually come back on that one because that one I didn't leave enough after I readjusted the kinetic energy in this ash tree. Now, this ash tree is leaning up the hill. See it leaning up the hill? There is a cable in front of it, so it can't fall, it can't fall back. But it is leaning up the hill. So I'm going to pull a swing Dutchman on this. So it's leaning to the left. So that's giving me my decision on which side to swing it from. Yeah, I probably didn't need it because of that cable. But I wasn't taking chances on it. And I wasn't going to be sitting there pounding on a wedge and screwballing around. So that's when I've decided, all right, this ash tree is too far away. The top's going to break out. I ain't going to have a lot of kinetic energy in it when it hits this other tree. So I'm going to loosen this tree up. And it had more side lean than it did forward lean. So the cambium layer around, as I keep skipping around, the cambium layer on the outside of the wood, the tree's pretty much dead. The only thing alive on a tree is the outside cambium layer, and that's where your good fiber is, that outside layer. So that's why you see me boring a lot of the center out and leaving the outside cambium layer is what holding the tree, because you can leave a smaller tab and that cambium layer really hold, instead of a release tab that's built like a triangle. You need to leave it more like a shell on the outside, and then you got your more predictable, good holding, strong wood. Even on a tree that's got dope in the middle, that cambium layer still cut out that dope for you. So here we are starting in the ash tree. And we're going to set up a swinging Dutchman on this. And I'm going to use a wedge to lean off of in the back. Now, normally I don't do that, but I'm doing it on this one because I don't want to take any chance of doing any hillbilly crap and something not working. I have to sit there and pound on a wedge. When I release this baby, I want him swinging over there, hitting the side, locking up and going, So here we go. I'm going to bore through. I probably shouldn't be showing this on YouTube's, but if you don't know what you're doing, do not try this. Please do not try this, and do not get me in trouble. I'm just showing you guys this just for some people might take this and put this in their bag of tricks, but if you're too green for this, when you're cutting timber, I don't care who you are. If it ain't comfortable on you, don't do it. It will come. It all will come in time. All right, so there's my other spot. So what that does, that's my gas pedal. What I done there is my gas pedal of the tree. That's going to speed my tree up once it starts. And here I'm going to come on this side and set me up a hinge so I got something holding the tree. There it is. Pop through. Pew! Okay, now I pop through. I'm going to come around. And as I come around, before I cut too much tree off and it starts leaning over, I'll put this wedge in there because I'm going to step across this wedge. This tree's going to set across that wedge and then fall over and into its thing. Instead of me waiting on the saw and timing the tree like I normally do. Sometimes that's hit or miss. I'm too spastic of a person to time a tree. There, see, I just went at it. I didn't have to stop and time nothing. So I'm running out there, and there she goes. Hits, breaks. The ash tree actually falls in front of the other trees. The other trees is laying on top of them down there, if you notice later. know what, with all I had going on, I didn't know if something would catch something and I'd get throwback or what I was going to get. I didn't know. I know one thing, they wasn't going to do it. We wasn't going to find out.
Catch all that? Let's go check her out. That tree actually leaned uphill, so I had to swing it. And I wouldn't have stuck a wedge in it, but I wouldn't want to be cocky with all I had going on. I didn't want to close my gap and be back there playing. This tree, it didn't have enough forward lean. So I had to leave a little bit of release tab on him. And that tree, I left a decent little tab. And that tree, I left a chunk because it was leaning forward pretty hard. But I think we'll end up leaving it all away. I don't think that's worth taking to the mill. But it's down. They should be happy. I'm going to throw these up the hill and call her cut.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the buttons and leave me likes, comments, stuff. Let me know what's up. And to anybody's wanting logger weight gear, go to loggerweight.com and help yourself at the shop there. And we got all that good mess. Take care of it. And mostly just want to say thanks everybody. Hope everybody has a good one later on.